It's the third day of the ongoing four-day truce in the hostilities between Israel and Hamas. The Nepali community has waited with bated breath for the release of Bipin Joshi, a Nepali student who was kidnapped on the ill-fated morning of 7th of October, but it was not to be. In the latest development, Hamas has just released a group of 17 hostages comprising 13 Israelis and 4 foreign nationals and handed over to the Red Cross. Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha and these are the headlines of the hour. Police on the watch against individuals trying to disrupt social harmony and religious tolerance on social media. 27 online media shut down as cases filed against 4 online operators. Jajarkot earthquake victims being distributed 25,000 rupees for the construction of temporary shelters. Victims dismay inadequate monetary assistances. Hamas releases 17 hostages comprising 13 Israelis and 4 foreign nationals on the third day of the pause in fighting. Israeli strike kills 6 Palestinians in West Bank. And Dhangadi FC snatch an exciting win against Birganj United in today's match under the Nepal Super League. Ahmad Hajaz scores decisive goal in the 2-1 victory. The District Administration Office Kathmandu is going to launch a campaign against individuals who have been posting materials on YouTube that is likely to disrupt religious and social harmony. The district administration has boosted its vigilance upon social media users who are trying to disrupt social harmony and religious tolerance. Nepal Police, in this connection, has shut down 27 online portals and has filed cases against 53 individuals in the past 4 months for trying to disrupt social and religious harmony. The district administration has said that it is keeping a watchful eye on such unwanted activities. The Valley Traffic Police Office has also stated that the flood of fake news delivered on social media has posed security challenges. The District Administration Office has said that it has corresponded with the Press Council to take action against online portals and YouTube channels that have been engaging in disseminating fake news. The government had decided on 13th of November earlier this month to provide 50,000 rupees to the earthquake victims whose houses were destroyed by the earthquake, with its epicenter Jajarkot that hit the region on 3rd of November. According to the government decision, the process to hand the earthquake victims the first installment of 25,000 rupees for the construction of temporary shelters has started. The District Administration Office Jajarkot has started distributing the budget to the concerned municipalities and rural municipalities for the construction of temporary shelters from today. However, the local levels and the people of the earthquake-hit area do not believe the amount distributed by the government will be used to construct temporary shelters. The earthquake victims will receive a total of 50,000 rupees in 2 installments to construct the temporary shelters. First, the victims will have to turn in an application at the ward office mentioning the damage caused to their houses by the earthquake. Families that are identified and recommended to the District Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Committee and approved by it will be regarded as earthquake affected. These families will receive 25,000 rupees in the first installment for the construction of the temporary shelters. The second installment of another 25,000 rupees will be handed to the earthquake victims after the recommendation by the local level, which will ensure that all mentioned procedures had been completed regarding the construction. According to the Temporary Shelter Construction Work Procedure 2023, families affected by the earthquake will have to select the construction site for temporary shelter, which is safe from floods, landslides, and other risks of disasters. Likewise, land will also have to be selected for the construction of permanent housing. The Ministry of Urban Development will send technicians to the related local levels to help construct houses as per the assigned designs. Some of the earthquake victims have started construction of temporary shelters with personal assistance, while shelters are also being constructed under the initiation of various political parties. The government has provided 1.41 billion rupees to earthquake-affected districts including Jajarkot, Rukum West, Bajang, Bajura and Solyan for the construction of temporary shelters. The Jajarkot earthquake completely destroyed 26,528 houses in 12 districts, while 35,395 other houses were partially damaged. A total of 154 people were killed by the Jajarkot earthquake that hit the region on the night of 3rd of November, just before midnight. It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what is the reason behind the delay in construction of temporary shelters for the victims of earthquake? 76% voted for A, government's irresponsibility, 4% voted for B, lack of resources, and 20% voted for C, procedural delay. And here's today's question. What's your take on increasing number of students failing nursing exams? Your options are A, poor learning, B, lack of monitoring, and C, students not serious. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked people in several provinces what should be done to stop sexual violence. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्कुल कलेजहरुदेखि नै अवेयरनेसको कार्यक्रमहरु चलाउनु पर्छ
कडा भन्दा कडा कानुन बनायो भने हिंसा हुन पाउँदैन
नियम मिच्नेलाई अलिकति धेरै सरकारले कडाई गर्नुपर्ने हो
घर परिवार समुदायकै सोचमा परिवर्तन हुनुपर्छ
सचेतनामूलक अभियान सञ्चालन गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
व्यक्तिगत सोचमा नै परिवर्तन गर्नुपर्छ
सरकार पक्षले अब अनुगमन गर्नु पर्यो नि
समान रूपमा छोरा र छोरीलाई हेर्न पर्यो
नीतिगत व्यवस्था दरिलो र प्रभावकारी कार्यान्वयन हुन पनि जरुरी छ
हिंसा सम्बन्धी अभिमुखीकरण कार्यक्रमहरु सञ्चालन गरिनुपर्छ
दुर्गम ठाउँमा गएर पहिले सचेतना कार्यक्रम गर्नु पर्यो
महिलाहरुलाई चाहिँ आम्दानीको स्रोत आर्थिकको कुरामा चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउनु पर्यो
घरको परिवारले श्रीमानले आफ्नो कामको लागि सघाइदिए पनि त्यो पनि हिंसाले कम हुन्छ
महिलाहरु आफू सचेत हुनु पर्यो
जहाँ हिँड्दा पनि फ्री हुनु पर्यो त्यसरी वञ्चित गर्नु भएन
चेतनामूलक कार्यक्रम नै अगाडि बढाउनु पर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
देशमा निर्माण भएका कानुनहरुलाई त्यसलाई स्ट्रिक्टली लागू गर्ने कडाइका साथ लागू गर्ने
It's time now for the international updates. Hamas has released 17 hostages comprising 13 Israelis and 4 foreign nationals on the third day of the ongoing 4-day truce between Israel and Hamas. The Israeli military said the Red Cross has received the latest group of hostages being released from captivity in Gaza. According to the Israel Defense Forces, the 17 hostages include both Israelis and foreign nationals. This group is part of the planned third exchange of hostages held in Gaza for Palestinian prisoners, which is coming during a 4-day truce between Israel and Hamas. Among those freed by Hamas is Emily Hand, who turned 9 in captivity. Her father initially thought she had died in the October 7 Hamas attacks. The youngest hostage released is a 3-year-old girl. Others still have family members held captive. Qatar, which is helping to mediate between Israel and Hamas, says it hopes the 4-day truce can be extended. It brought the first pause in fighting in weeks and is due to end tomorrow. Gazans have been using the pause in fighting to get desperately needed supplies of fuel, food, and medicine. Meanwhile, an Israeli strike killed 6 Palestinians in the West Bank today. Hamas's attacks on 7th of October killed 1,200 people, with about 240 taken hostage. Since then, Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 14,500 people have been killed in Israel's retaliatory campaign. The foreign ministers of China, Japan, and South Korea met in the port city of Busan today, seeking to restart cooperation among the Asian neighbors and pave the way for a summit of their 3 leaders. China's top diplomat Wang Yi said the 3 countries should play an active role in promoting regional and global development with a more progressive manner and attitude. Japan's Yoko Kamikawa said greater trilateral cooperation will contribute to regional peace as the international security situation has become more severe and complex than ever. The three top diplomats met in Busan for their first such meeting since 2019 after officials of the three countries had agreed in September to arrange a trilateral summit at the earliest convenient time. Korean Foreign Minister Park Jin said the officials would work to ensure the summit of the leaders of the three nations was held as soon as possible. Residents complained of throat and eye irritation today as hazardous air quality continue to plague India's capital, New Delhi. Roads and buildings were shrouded in smog in the city as the U.S. Embassy's Air Quality Index, AQI, hovered around 330, putting it in the hazardous category. Delhi's air pollution gets worse in winter when wind speeds drop and cooling air traps pollutants spewed by vehicles, industry and farmers burning agricultural waste in surrounding states to prepare for new planting. The world's most polluted capital resumed its annual battle on pollution this month despite government pledges to improve.
Sports news.
Dhangadi FC clinched an exciting 2-1 win over Birganj United in today's match under the Nepal Super League. Ahmad Hijazi came off the bench to score the decisive goal in the last minute of the match. In the match played at the capital's Dashrath Stadium today, Dhangadi took the opening lead as early as in the second minute of the match. Fode Fofana scored off a cross by Afiz Olawale to put Dhangadi ahead. Birganj came back into the match with an equalizer just before the half time. A handball by Dhangadi's Diyangi Falo gave Birganj a penalty that was converted by Hanj Kofi. The match proved slow and lackluster in the second half as the two teams looked content on sharing points. However, Ahmad Hijazi came off the bench to score in the last minute of the match as Dhangadi, last year's runners-up, clinched the match with a 2-1 score. Jhapa FC will take on Sporting FC Ilam in tomorrow's match under the NSL. Nepal Police Club registered a comprehensive 57-run victory over Madhya Province in today's match under the KPI T20 Championship. Kushal Bhurtel scored a century for Nepal Police Club. Electing to bat first at Pokhara Cricket Ground, the Police Club posted a challenging score of 175 runs, losing 5 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Kushal Bhurtel and Sunil Dhamala put on 138 runs for the opening partnership. Bhurtel struck 102 runs in mere 57 balls, scoring the first 100 of the championship by any batters. Dhamala provided him good support with 45 runs. In reply, Madhya Province were shut out for a paltry score of 118 runs in 18.2 overs. The top order batting of Madhya Province completely failed in the match today. Lower order batter Rupesh Singh struck a 25-ball 40 runs to ensure that the total went past the 100 mark. Karan Kesi, Sagar Dhakal, Rashid Khan and Lalit Rajbanshi shared 2 wickets each for Nepal Police Club. Departmental side Nepal APF club has advanced into the semi-finals of the ongoing Koli Cup T20 Championship. In a decisive match played in Pokhara Cricket Ground today, Lumbini registered a thrilling 5-run victory over Lumbini as APF sneaked into the final 4 on better net run rate. In the match, Lumbini scored 103 runs for the loss of 8 wickets against Gandaki after they were sent into bat first. Only 4 of the Lumbini batters reached the double-digit score as Narkarki top-scored for them with 23 runs. Amrit Gurung was the most successful bowler for Gandaki with 3 wickets. Chasing 104 runs for victory, Gandaki were bowled out for 98 runs in 18.5 overs. Sudeep Aryal top scored for Gandaki with 35 runs, while captain Bipin Khatri made 19. Lumini's Mohammad Hussain picked up 4 wickets to make a decisive contribution to the thrilling victory. APF, Lumini and Gandaki were tied on points with 1 win and 1 defeat. However, APF advanced to the knockout round by virtue of a better net run rate. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.